Oh, good evening, everyone. How are we? Getting there.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome onto the stage your MC for this evening, Corey White.
My name's Corey. I'm going to be your host for the evening. You have to excuse this haircut, though, ladies and gentlemen. I'm currently halfway through transitioning into a lower tax bracket. So I gave up a career as a criminal lawyer to come and do this. Don't know, I feel like a fucking idiot. I had this woman heckle me the other night. She said, "You look like Lord Farquaad from Shrek." I said, "That's funny, because you look like Shrek." And I won that exchange pretty quickly, but it's nice to be. Give me a shout if you've been here before. Give me a shout if you're a first timer. Yes, very nice. Your first time. I'm not going to pick on you, that's all right. What's your name, madam? Claire. And did you vote yes or no today, Claire? You voted yes? Yeah, well. I don't know if you've seen the news, but you lost. Yeah, it's out. New South Wales. I think Tassie is in Flip the Script. And, I don't know, it's a sad day to be an Australian, but what are you going to do, hey? I'm really ashamed, because we really need to reinvigorate our national identity to make it more inclusive and cognizant of our past and reckon with our history. And in order to do that, I propose that we move Australia Day to Halloween. Right? Because that way, Aboriginal kids can knock on your door and be like, "Hey, trick or treaty." Look, I'll be honest, I took the rest of the day off after I wrote that joke. I was like, fuck it, put your feet up on some stolen land, Corey. You've earned it, son. But on a serious note, though, before I kick off, I would like to take the time to acknowledge the Whadjuk people who are the traditional owners of this land and apologise to them for not getting a better price out of the new Chinese owners of this land. You know how it is, exporting baby formula and iron ore and strategic interest, just importing spies, cheap hookers and methamphetamine. It's a very healthy trade relationship, right? But you know what Confucius says? It is better to be behind the 8 ball than in possession of one. So some of you know what amphetamine. Good for you. I was on my way here this evening, right? I came through Northbridge, and on the corner of Lake and James Street in Northbridge is this big park. In the corner of the park, there's a big fuck-off television. Has anyone else seen this? I thought to myself, fuck me, that's how you know Perth is a boomtown, because even the homeless have a flat screen, you know? I've been in Melbourne doing gigs, and geez, that's my least favourite part of southern China. Fucking hell, I got talking to one of these bearded hipster Melbourne wanker piece of shit, you know, the type with a wannabe Ned Kelly beard and the black frame glasses and the shit tattoos, drinking his decaf espresso almond milk non-binary martini, you know, with a dash of gender fluid. And this bloke says to me, he goes, "Oh, you're from Perth?" And I was like, yeah, all proud and parochial. And he goes, "Oh, mate, Perth is an absolute hole." I thought, shit. I guess that explains why we called our soccer team the Glory. So, found the level, you depraved fucks. I know. Give me a shout, who's single? Oh, Jesus. Slim pickings for you tonight, Corey. I don't know, my partner broke up with me during the lockdowns, you know. She said that Telstra was going down on it more than I did. And which makes sense though, right? Because Telstra does have better coverage in the bush. And she was Italian. But I know it's been difficult being a bloke dating in this Me Too era, you know? Like I went on a date with this girl the other night and I bought her a drink and came back to the table and she said, "You didn't spike that, did you?" And I was shocked. I was like, I hate to be the one to break this to you, but there is fucking no chance that I would waste a Schedule 8 pharmaceutical on you, okay? Like, don't flatter yourself. If anyone's getting Bill Cosby here, it's me, all right? I don't know. It's difficult, but like, dating in this online era too, though. Like, I'm old enough to remember when you were interested in a girl, you had to ring up on the home phone, right? Remember that? And you run the risk of the overbearing father answering the phone, but what are your intentions with my daughter? You shit yourself. I just want to finger on the bus home. And now it's all online. Like all my mates are trying to get me back in the game. They're on those apps. All my mates are on that app Tinder. Some of the kinky ones are on this threesome app called Thrinder. No shit. The Catholic Church has got one for their employees called Kinder. But yeah, just George Pell and the boys swiping right, cracking a Vatican. Oof. Anyway, yeah, you don't know how to take me at the moment, do you? It's like, we might like and we might not. But learned a lot of things over the last 2 years, those guys, and this is the chief lesson I've learned, and I'll share it with you because I love you. It's that I want guns. Not joking. I saw the way he's all behaved when scarcity came to town in 2020. Remember that? People punching on in Coles over toilet paper of all things. Use a hose, you uncivilised pigs, please. But it scared me because you know what it's done? Is it's pulled back the veneer on civilisation on everyone. And you can just look inside the heads of these people and go, that is a glorified monkey with a mortgage and a fuck marriage, right? And that's why I want guns. But the problem with that is my view on guns is like my view on dildos, right? Like, I don't want one in my house because I know I can't be trusted not to use it on myself. So, I like the way your missus gave you a little elbow there too, mate. Gonna split you in half later, Darren. But anyway, we've got a stacked lineup for you, ladies and gentlemen, tonight. So we're gonna roll through them as quickly as possible. So you're gonna love this first act. These acts are just, they're established comedians trying out some new gear, or they're, polishing some established stuff. So you are in great hands for the evening. So can I have some applause, starting from the back, bring it towards the front. Please welcome to the stage your first act, all the way from Bris Vegas. It's Finbar.
How my set's going to go is I'm going to try my hand at some crowd work, and if that doesn't work, I'm going to seamlessly ease my way into my material. So how you going, brother? Not bad? That's nice. I'm glad. What's your name? Isaac. What do you do, Isaac?
I'm a financial auditor.
A financial auditor?
Yeah.
Accountant. It's a long-winded way of saying that, hey? Great. So you account, is that it?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. And is this your partner?
Yeah.
Great. How long have you been together? 4 years. And what's your name? Francesca. Lovely. We're really hitting it off. Wow. Yeah. You guys looking for a third? Goddamn. What do you do, Francesca? You're a flip blah blah. What did you say? Remind some of the dumber people in the room. Not me, I know what a flip blah blah is. But some of these other idiots might have skipped out that class at university. What does a flip blah blah do?
I take blood from people.
Oh, a vampire. Cool. Great. The phlebotomist and the financial auditor. So I was walking my dog the other day and... Good on you, God. I was talking to a friend of mine the other day who said she used to be a sex worker. She was telling me about the brothel she used to work at. Apparently at the brothel, the manager, his son, used to work at the brothel. And his son used to get a free blowjob every shift. You know, it was sort of like a staff meal or whatever. It just got me thinking, I mean, what am I doing working here, hey? I could be working at this brothel, sucking off this guy's son. Be pretty good. I was driving today. When I was driving, I saw one of these emoji number plates. Anyone seen these? No? There's number plates with emojis on. What do you reckon, bro? You've never seen it? Well, use your mind's eye or whatever. You know what emoji is? You know number plates? What do you reckon? Okay, great. Do you need to bring up your keyboard or something, or are we? Yeah, what do you reckon about the concept? It's interesting. I think it's fucking shit, bro. I mean, if you have an emoji number plate, I hate you. I hope your car gets stolen. And you have to describe the make and rego of your vehicle to a police officer. Like, yeah, the number plate's 354 WV. 7. But I grew up with divorced parents, obviously, and with my parents. Growing up with divorced parents is okay, though. You know, growing up, I got to have two Christmases, 2 Easters. Did make me think, though, Christianity's a pretty good religion to have divorced parents in. I mean, I had a friend of mine who was Muslim. His parents got divorced and he had to have 2 Ramadans. And now he's dead. I was having sex the other day with a woman. Nice. Just before we had sex, she said to me, just so you know, no guy has ever made me climax before during sex. And I was like, ooh. Well, I don't think today is going to be the day. Let's not try reinvent the wheel here, because it can be hard to make women finish, right, brother? So true. I'm so sorry, madam. I mean, if you make a woman come, she should give you like a badge or something to put on. Or she should give you like a medal of honor, like in the military. Then once a year, like Anzac Day, you get to put them all on. Have a parade. Someone's like, oh my God, thank you for your service. I'm like, I can't take credit. These were my granddad's. He did a couple years in Jessica. But she was saying my name during sex. And my name's Finbar. That's not a name you want to hear during sex. Ooh, Finbar. Ooh, fuck me, Finbar. I was getting turned off by hearing my own name. But I had also forgotten her name. So I just also started moaning Finbar. It's pretty good, we started a chant. But before we had sex, I was going down on her. I think I'm allowed to say that. Good. Because I was drunk. And ladies in the audience, let me defend that. If you're with a man and he is drunk and he just keeps going down on you, it's not because he just loves doing that. It's because he knows his dick doesn't work and he is stalling. Like, he's not a generous lover, he's biding his time. She's like, oh my God, stop teasing me already and fuck me. I'm like, no, you wait.
Kate Sophia WIlloughby!
Give a cheer if you've ever had your period. Woo! Yeah. Give a cheer who's ever been in a public toilet and has realised and they don't have anything. Yeah, those were more sad. That was more of a woo, yeah, fucking yeah. So everybody, if you're lucky enough to be prepared, I've had to do the call out. For everybody else, that's when you have to sit in the public stall and in your politest voice just go, hi, sorry, ladies. Has anybody got a pad or a tampon or some liners? You know, just I'll borrow them. And you're so thankful for the hand that goes under the stall, right? They're just like, it's always an older lady, I don't know, maybe Deborah or something. She's like, here you go, love, oh, off you go. And they're all talking. The last time I had to do the call out before I was medicated, you have to be very grateful. It was a tampon with an applicator, so I was less excited. Yeah, you know. Yeah, she's like, okay, so everybody else, a tampon with an applicator, you have some women, I see them nodding. I see other men just going, what are they applicating? I don't. You can get it at Bunnings. I don't. Okay, tampon with an applicator. For those of you that are lucky enough, all right, to, how it works, how it functions, I just need you to visualise for me, okay? Just visualise. All right, you know the alien? From the movie Alien. Yeah. All right, and there's that moment in the movie where the alien opens its mouth, and then another mouth comes out, and it goes, she's like, oh, it's so true. I know it's horrible. But you can't be picky, so you take it like a champ. That's what you got to do. But women are so supportive, right? That's what I love about women. Oh, what a segue. I love women handing me things that I can insert myself. Fun fact about me. I'm bisexual, and there's a lot of stereotypes about bisexual people, right? That we're really great at, playing the field, right? And it's very difficult, right, when you're bisexual, right? How you have to tell everyone in the wild, right? You're the wild, right? That you could be interested in anyone, right? How do you let everyone know that you can be interested in everyone, right? I came up with a solution. I decided to cut my hair short, so the ladies know. And then for the fellas, when I go out, I still leave my drink unattended. So... Oh, who's the lucky man? I won't know.
Please make me welcome, Mr. Craig Quartermaine!
Hi, afternoon comedy crowd. What the fuck are you people? Are you here for the aircon? I can't tell. Yeah, you are. Yeah, cool. And fair enough. See, this is what I love about Perth crowds. I used to live there. I've been in Brisbane for the last 4 years. I've missed you motherfuckers, man. You are so blunt and straight up. But I have missed you junkies. Your junkies the most, man. Like, while I was walking here, there's like one out the front. I was like, dude, do you have a meth problem here? And they're like, nah, bro, we got fucking heaps. You know what I mean? Like, that's straight out. That sort of shit. But like, what Finbar just triggered something in me too. Like, it reminded me, you're not the most emotionally available people in the world, are you? Like, I like watching American acts come here, and they do that trick. Finbar mentioned it. I saw an American guy on stage just being American and shit, talking about guns and angels or whatever. And he did this trick where he said, oh, what do you do for a living? And the guy in the crowd goes, oh, I'm in the army. And he goes, oh, thank you for your service. See, you couldn't give a fuck, could you? You couldn't care less. And see, that's an American trick where you say, oh, thank you for your service. That gets a round of applause. You mentioned the suburb you're in, they lose their minds. They're not a smart people, right? And he tried to pull that shit here in Perth. He's like, oh, thank you for your service. All that came out of the audience was, yeah, all right. I know what I'm dealing with. I've been gigging between Brisbane and Sydney for the last 4 years. I can't get fucking nervous. I've been playing yacht clubs, all right? Full of the fucking oldest, whitest, crustiest motherfuckers. And I'm going to talk about race and politics, and it's going to be hard to do that in this room. This room looks like a minute's silence for the Queen. But I'm going to do it. I can't get nervous. I'm playing yacht clubs on the East Coast. These rooms feel like during the intermission they're going to auction off a slave or some shit. I can't get nervous. These fuckers bring like dogs and kids and shit to gigs, and I'm up for any heckler, but you want to do your research if a kid heckles you. Yeah, you want to make sure that's not like a Make-A-Wish kid. You know, I mean, you can't go too hard on a Make-A-Wish kid. You can't pull out afterwards and be like, oh, well, enjoy your last show. You got to commit. You got to commit, and I will, because I'm not fucking worried. I'm not scared. Thing is, I got to try and find a little sweet spot for you, because I'm in this weird age purgatory, because you're quite a young, attractive crowd, and I'm in this weird spot because I'm 40. I'm not that old, but I'm an Aboriginal 40. That's 70 your years, all right? You go by average life expectancies, I've got like 3 hours, and I got to try and communicate. I'm the last of a generation that if you went over to a mate's house and opened up a porno mag, it would be stuck together. Yeah, you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Yeah. And, all right, look, young'uns, back in the day we used to have this stuff called paper. And within the pages of this paper, we would keep our pornography. And basically what would happen is you'd open it up, you'd be like, oh, cool, fucking, sorry. Yeah, aim for the aisle, here we go. And you're like, cool, and shut it, and then throw it away. And then your mate would come over later and be like, oh, cool, gross. And then you stare at each other really awkwardly and then jerk off together. That's how it was done. And don't be all judgy and shit and be like, that's gross, judging my generation. Go fuck yourself. Have you ever touched your friend's phone? Yeah? Exact same fucking thing. Cool. And again, I don't want to come off too aggressive. I'm in this weird spot. I've been playing footy again. I could just say footy. I don't have to say AFL. Because over in Queensland, I've got to say, AFL. It's like your football, but with crowds. And there's this weird thing, man. I'm 15 years older than most of these blokes that I'm playing footy with, and shit's changed. Like, we're doing warm-ups, and you're stretching, and you're introducing yourself, and these young men, they're using their pronouns. Which is fine. I couldn't care less. But I wasn't ready for that shit. We got guys standing in circles, and they're like, oh, Mark, he, him, fucking getting around. And I'm nervous because I'm at the end of the circle. I don't know what, I just panic when they get to me, and I go, Craig, full forward. No idea. So much shit I wasn't ready for. They had a mental health awareness course at the end of training. And I'm not mocking mental health. We should absolutely look after men's mental health. Yes, great. But I wasn't ready for that shit. They had a projection up on the wall saying, look after your mate's mental health. And I'm at the back of the room. I start giggling. Because it's been a minute. I wasn't ready for it. You got to understand, last time I played football, if you had a mental health condition, that's how you got your nickname. You have any idea how many spazzies I played with back in the day? And look, I'm not trying to be a curmudgeon. But the things these blokes complain about, fuck me. I've been 100 kilos since I was 12. All right, and I got these motherfuckers coming from CrossFit with abs and shit, walking up to me saying, oh, I can't put on weight. I can't put on mass. I can't put on any sort of first world shit. And they're coming up to me complaining, I can't put on weight. And I want to be supportive. I want to be a good teammate. And the only advice I can give you is, if you're not happy with the weight, just use the weight you have in the most effective way possible, and hang yourself. You fucking babies. You absolute. Wow, you guys are sweet, or as I like to refer to it, pussies. And no, don't clamp up on me now, Perth. I've done the Melbourne Comedy Festival. What a pack of entitled. Sorry, are there any Victorians in the room? Yeah, fuck you people. They don't laugh, man, they calculate. You know, you're laughing in here like scared functioning humans. They don't do that in Melbourne. Because I talk a lot about race and politics in my stuff, and in Melbourne there's a fraction of a second when they don't react because their face goes blank and they go, is it racist? Is it sexist? Is it homophobic? Is it transphobic? Is it Islamophobic? Is it pro-Sudanese? Is it gender neutral? Is it vegan? I don't want to laugh too hard and patronise this Aboriginal man because I'm 1/16 and I know the struggle. By the way, if you know anyone who says they're 1/16 anything, fucking punch them in the throat. They're the worst. Hey, you guys have a good night. Cheers.
Mr. J. Raymond!
How are we? Yeah, fantastic. So I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I'm not sure if the Transformers tattoos gave it away, but I'm actually one of those single people. Which is, it's probably not really that surprising considering I do look like Pablo Escobar, hate fucked Mr. Bean. Yeah. Thanks for laughing at that, by the way. I do have feelings. Unfortunately, I do not have any of Pablo's cocaine, but I do have all of Mr. Bean's autism, so there you go. But people say weird stuff to you when you're single. Like someone the other day said to me, they said, I should be beating them off with a stick. Have you ever heard that saying before? What a weird thing to say, hey? You know, you should be beating them off with a stick. Why are you still single? Probably because I keep hitting girls with a fucking stick. That one's pretty self-explanatory. But I find that there's two types of single people out there, though. There's the first type, which is like, woo, yeah, I'm single, let's go out and party. I'm not socially awkward, I've got friends, yeah, woo. And then there's the second type of single, which is like me, you know, the holding the toaster above the bathwater single. Just a little suicide joke to lighten the mood there, you know. You got to be sensitive joking. You got to be careful joking about that stuff now because people are really sensitive. Like even Google gets real sensitive about it. If you type in anything into Google that sounds like self-harm, the first thing that comes up is the number for Lifeline. Have you noticed this? You know, like you could, and it could have nothing to do with it. Like for example, I had a song stuck in my head the other day. Couldn't remember the name of a song or the name of a band, so I just typed in some lyrics into the Google, right? And these are the lyrics I typed in. Shot through the heart, and you're to blame. Number for Lifeline came up. I was just like, for fuck's sake. Then I remembered, I'm like, oh, of course, it's Bon Jovi, isn't it? So I typed in Bon Jovi, number for Lifeline came up. I was like, fuck. So, round of applause, anyone here who believes in ghosts? Good stuff. Yeah, I don't personally believe in ghosts because I have a functioning brain. Sorry. I have a friend who really believes in ghosts, and I asked her about it the other day. I'm like, how come the ghosts have always got really nice clothes on? Have you noticed that? You know, and they've always got like a really sad, romantic like backstory about how they died. Have you noticed that as well? It's like, don't go in that house. That house is haunted by Mary. She was betrayed on her wedding day when her fiance's secret lover stabbed her in the heart. And now she just quietly sits in that room wearing a bloodied wedding dress, still holding a bouquet. You know, it's always something like that, isn't it? It's never like, don't go in there. That's where a fat fuck named Bob died of a heroin overdose in his track pants. You know, just fucking hanging around, apparently. Having a ghost of a heroin addiction would suck, wouldn't it? You know? You know, you've been trying to watch TV, and your TV starts levitating. You know, levitates out the door down to cash converters. Trying to get some sleep at night, but that ghostly voice keeps you awake. You know, that, ooh, ooh, I'll suck your dick for $10, ooh. A bargain is a bargain, what can I say? I call it getting a ghosty. You should try it. It's very spiritual.
Please bring to the stage, Alexandra Hudson!
I'm just going to hold on to this mic stand because I'm either drunk or disabled. You'll never know. No, a little bit about me. I was born sandwiched between my brother and my sister. So each year on our birthday, I call and thank them for the brain damage. You can laugh, they're not here. Yeah, so that'd make me a criplet. People always ask me what it's like being a triplet, but honestly, I've got more in common with my 96-year-old grandmother than I do my fellow trippers. Because me and my grandma, we share a lot of the same ailments. Like she has bunions and I have bunions. She uses a walker, I used to use a walker. She often pushes me around on her walker when I can't be bothered walking anymore. And yeah, we have a great thing going. She also likes to share her endone with me. And she recently gave up her license because driving on endone was no longer considered safe. Go figure. Yeah, I've been learning to walk like my whole life, and I've got to level with you. It's really hard, hey? Like every time I think I've got it down, I take another trip. But it's okay, I like to even it out. Every time I trip on the footpath, I like to trip on acid or mushies. Tonight I'm on acid. I recently started walking like for exercise. I'm not really sure why, I just see non-disabled people do it all the time. But I don't get it. Why do they walk away from their house just to turn around and walk back to their house? And like non-disabled people really care about walking, like they have a sport in the Olympics about it. Us cripples don't mess with that. I think Dylan Alcott does too much. Does anyone know who Dylan Alcott is? Does anyone not know who Dylan Alcott is? Okay, for those of you who don't know who Dylan Alcott is, Dylan was a dual Paralympian. He represented Australia in both wheelchair basketball, wheelchair tennis. He was a Golden Slam winner. He's won Paralympic medals. He has a super hot non-disabled sexologist girlfriend. Proving disabled people can do anything except have sex with Dylan Alcott. And if that wasn't enough, which is quite enough, he's also been a radio presenter, TV presenter, sports commentator. He has his own music festival. He has his own fucking foundation. And up until this year, he was our Australian of the Year. I used to work at Woolies. And one day I was cleaning up a spill of washing powder, and as I was cleaning, a guy approached me and he starts chatting to me as I'm cleaning, and he's really interested in what I'm doing. And he's like praising me for the really good job. I was like, okay. Anyway, I left the conversation, and later on my boss, she comes over to me. She's like, hey, Alex, was there a guy earlier speaking with you? I was like, yeah. She's like, well, he's from the local paper, and he thinks you're really impressive. He'd love to write an article about you. I was like, wow, this is going to be a great article. I can clean spills that I created. It's front page stuff, isn't it? Thank you. I'm Alexandra Hudson.